Okay, we are in some very interesting place today. So, as you know, we've been building that wall in a quinta, and now we are here looking for some stones to clad it. So it's so many different ones, and let's see what we can come up with. Let me look around that, because it's got most of them here, haven't I?
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite nice as well.
Salmony.
Pinky. So I think the camera doesn't give a lot of justice on these beautiful colors, does it? So which one was that we looked at?
Over here.
Okay, so was it this one?
Well, this was the dark, and then this one.
That's quite nice.
Big, isn't it?
It's quite, yeah, need a lot of adhesive to keep it on. And that's the grey ones that we went, they were too grey, weren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know, they're quite
No, I
nice.
don't know.
You don't?
No, I think it's got to have a little bit of colour. I kind of torn. I like the darker bits on it, but I think this one is possibly.
Only thing is that those slabs look quite
The
thick.
stone done. It's a natural product.
Yeah. You like that? Not this one?
Yeah, I think these are the same. They've just got different ones on top.
I'm just looking at this. The slabs are so thick
Yeah.
to stick on the wall. Look at that.
Yeah, but they're all thick, darling. Look at them. Unless you go with the ones deckless, they're thinner.
I don't want yellow.
They're just the way they are done. They're just made to look like a stone wall. Right, make your mind up.
Well, this or that? This one? Shall we go with this?
We might be here sometime. Hey.
Might take some time.
While Linda's deciding, I'll show you what's on the wall over here. Quite like that. These are a little bit too manufactured looking. Interesting colours. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. And I like the pavers as well. Yeah, too many to choose from. That's the problem. Stones, stones, stones. Don't like the grey because that's too cementy. And that looks like somebody threw a grenade at it. Hola. These all become pretty much the same. I'm not really keen on those, to be fair.
No. These ones are quite nice as well.
Do you think so?
Huh?
I think I like those ones over there, darling.
Those are
They look
rusty,
more like
aren't
more like a stone wall. Right, I'll come back to you when we made our minds up.
Okay, it looks like we've made our mind up, but the one. So I think this one will go nice. It's got greys and rusty colors with it, and I think it'll go well with what we want to do with the rest of the house. That's too yellow, and those are very yellowy as well. This is our choice. It was going to be between this one and this one, but we're going with that.
Give you something to do?
Yeah. You think this is enough?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, we need about 22.
It's exciting, isn't it? Okay, so now we've got the stones. Need to pick up the adhesive, and I can start making a change. So exciting, so exciting. So James has sorted out the bill. Did you show all these different ones here? Beautiful. Look at these colors. This is like slate, I think. In small walls, I think they look really nice. They're beautiful. But we got our stones.
Christina's sporting a very sporty look with her Crocs and her long socks. Right, so we're now going to start laying the cladding on the wall. I say we, Christina is. I'm going to be bringing them over. I'm going to cement them to the wall and see how far we get.
That's not cement, is it? Adhesive.
Well, adhesive, cola, glue.
Penny, you want
whatever.
to help too? I know.
Right, so the plan is that these stones here, these pavings, we're going to be taking these all out and putting cobblestones, calcada. And so what Christine's doing is she's not laying them directly down to the ground because we need to wiggle these out, but we don't want to take them out just yet.
Yeah.
That's the plan, Stan.
Because we don't know when the calcada is going to go down.
We're not sure when the calcada is going down, so we'll get these, once they've glued in a little bit, we'll pull this along here and we'll just start covering all this.
Which should look really good and different. That's what we're looking for. Try to cover these blocks, and that will go nicely. And we chose these rustic stones, which, Penny, I can't carry you everywhere. Can do some work. Hey.
She's getting bigger. Still a pain in the booty. Right, and then I'm going to sort out these pillars because we're not going to get this far. You're not going to see this finished.
No, not today.
Not today because it's Saturday today, and although this is the beginning of the video, it's actually the end of the week for us. So, yes.
Yeah, and we're trying to work out also. Maybe we can have some help with this.
Yes, it's a
So
good
the
idea.
idea is we are going to build some pillars here, and we're toying with the idea: do we do them to the height of the wall, and then put the frame of the gate on the inside of the pillars, or do we build the pillar to the height of the trellises? So we're not quite sure. The idea that we had was to do trellises obviously from here up to that height, so about 60 centimeters. But do we do I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Let me explain.
The concrete block.
Yeah. Okay. The pillar to the height of the wall, and then timber framed gate with a I don't even know what you call those things.
Well, I don't know. We just want
You know, like a gateway trellis with the wood at the top. Oh no.
Anyway, give us some ideas how we would finish this part here.
We can't even explain it because we can't think about it.
Okay.
Join in.
First, it's a bit hard, I think. Yeah, I need to put it a bit.
Bit thick.
It's a bit thick.
Or maybe your spatula's a bit bendy.
And that as well. No, but the glue feels a bit thick.
Okay, get it on the wall.
Get the first one in.
So what we've decided is that we've been overthinking laying these, so we just, when you overthink, you don't go random. So we're just going for it.
Penny. Penny not helping, baby. Little apprentice. First stone in.
Good, there we go.
I need to put some more water now.
And you know when you see YouTubers and they click their fingers and it's done? Yeah, it's a myth, it doesn't work. Doesn't work.
No.
Maybe that one when they spin around and it's done.
No.
No, still there. What's the other one they do? Hand on the crick? No.
No.
Okay. It's all a lie. Happy in your work?
Well, yeah. It's, I've forgotten how kind of tough it is actually, because I like to have everything fitting nicely. And when you're working with this kind of stone, it doesn't happen that way.
You got it, babe. You got it. And she was smiling when she started. It looks good. There we go. Looking good. Yeah. So I'm going to leave Christina to it for the moment because I'm going to go down and do something I was going to do the other week, but then failed to show you. So I'm down here on the terrace at the back of the house, and some time ago I mentioned about the sewer, the cesspit that we've got here. Now I think it's here somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure because it doesn't make sense what's going on. So I'm now going to investigate the pipe with a sewer camera, and we're going to go down that hole there. That's a broken pipe that broke a little while ago. Well, I've just taken the cover off it. I will be replacing that pipe at some point, but I didn't want to do it just yet because I want to get the camera down there, and I'm struggling to find certain bits of pipe. Anyway, that's another story. But I've been sent from a company called Sanipace a sewer camera, which is going to become very handy to discovering where these cesspits are and other pipes I've got to look at in the future. For instance, that one down there. I'm interested to know where exactly that one goes, because that leaks water all the time, which I've told you in the past creates a flood down on that land, and I think it's just about stopped running now the rain has stopped. But it's been for years since we've been here. It's been a puzzle of why the land gets flooded down here. So hopefully I'm going to solve that mystery, if not today, very soon. But now I'm going to investigate down that hole. It's not very savoury, to be honest, Frank. It's a little bit, yeah. But anyway, let's do it. So this is the 9-inch Ultra HD sewer camera. Now you're going to see it working for the first time as I am. So we'll see how easy this is to set up. I have briefly read the instructions, but let's have a go. On the end here, the camera attaches. But first of all, what I've got to do, don't know what that is, I've got to set this up. Put this in here. Oop. Turn it on. Get this camera out of here. Keep these protected covers. And this goes in here. And it has LED lights so you can see where you're going. Now to assist it on its merry way, you put this, I believe, on there, and I do need to just tighten that up. Quite excited about this. Not cherishing the idea of what we're going to find, as in what's down there. So this comes in a really nice package. The cable, which is a fiberglass push cable, and this one is 50 meters long, and it has the camera set on the end, and you chuck it down the hole and you just push it through. Now interestingly, also, if I turn it on, it has a counter. Let me push record because I can show you. Oh, that's not record. I'm guessing now, I'm hoping that it records. On the screen here is a distance counter, and you can have it set in feet or meters, and as you go down the pipe you can see how far it's gone. So it gives you a rough indication of the depth or the length that you're going. So that's pretty cool. As I say, it's got a record button which I've just pushed. It comes with a 32GB memory card, and it can take photos and videos, and you can zoom in and out. Let's see if that works. Yeah, zooms in if you just want to see how big the turds are. Yeah. You can change it to feet and meters, the distance, I think I said that. And yeah, has LED lights as well, so you can see what you're seeing. So yeah, interesting. Let's not mess around, let's get it down. This is so far so good. I like it. Nice metal structure, sturdy, easy to see. The 9-inch screen is really easy to see. I can see that perfectly. I'm not sure if you can see it through the lens, but hopefully I'll be able to put what it's recording in the video as well. So let's not mess around. Let's stick that there and see how we go. It is a waterproof camera. go, we've come to a bend. And the bend. Oh! Okay, so I'm roughly 2 meters from the hole, and probably a bit less because I'm not sure where it started counting from. I can check on the video back. That's interesting. Cesspit is directly below me, possibly about 1 meter down. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't expect that. I wonder if I can... Where's the LED light? Can I get it brighter? It's a chamber, that's for sure. Problem is... Oh, dark. Right, get it on full. Now I can't see the distance, but if I come back a bit, there's the pipe. Oh, I wouldn't even be able to guess that. That's hard to see. Well, it's not full up, which is a good thing. I don't know what to make of that, apart from this machine is pretty damn good. I would never have known that without this. I always thought that the cesspit was way over there and I would go down a pipe and I would travel a good few meters that way, but it's not. And I'm assuming this isn't huge. This can only be a couple of meters long. I haven't quite solved what I want to know, but it doesn't go that way. For some reason I thought it might go that way, but it's gone down. Well, it's told me exactly where it is. Good bit of kit. I like it. I like it. I like it. If you're interested, take a look. Link in the description. Discount code James50. So, unfortunately, hello. Little Penny, she's getting bigger. Little Miss Money Penny. Christina's been doing well. Unfortunately, rain has stopped play. It's just starting to drizzle and rain and it's a bit miserable at the moment. But that's roughly what it's going to look like. And Christina is next week going to continue working away along. But it gives you an idea. I like it. Rustic. And once we build whatever we build there, and put some lights in and stuff, it'll be super duper. Oop. Anyway, let's go to the renovation. We've just taken this off, so I'm going to very shortly start building this wall. But before I do that, I'm going to just cap off the pipes for the plumbing and test it for leaks. And Henry's here and he's just going to pour that one next. We've done in here. This wall's going to be rendered this week, which is, or have a base coat put on it this week, which will be good. So I'm just going to cut these off, cap them all, and as I said, put some agua in there and make sure we've got no leaks. Anything you want to say?
Not at the moment, James.
You'll be alright. Just
Yeah.
go for it. That's it.
I see, is that all good?
You're right, yeah, just slap it in there. Henry, are you happy in your work?
Very happy, James. I'm ecstatic.
Yeah, Henry's ecstatic. These two go up into the boiler, hot water tank, which will go up and back down. So, like I said, I've got to loop the circuit. Okay, right, so I'll let the water run into that, and then I'll open the ends at the higher points to get the air out, and we'll see exactly what it's doing. Okay, that's the air out of those ones. So far, so good. Manifolds aren't leaking. This is dripping here, but that's not important for now. It's not dripping on the joints there, so they can be closed up. Yeah. Okay, so I wasn't concentrating there. I was undoing it and not thinking how far I was going to go, and I took it out too far. There's only water, but I know this one's not leaking. Okay, so basically I put a hose pipe on here. I'm not interested in these connections here. Here, this is just a cap, and on in the ensuite next door, it's just a cap, so it doesn't matter if they drip a little bit. What I'm interested in is these joints here. Again, not here. This joint here, nothing's leaking there or there. Let me get a tissue. Just make sure all these connections are dry, not dripping. Now I'm going to leave the water on for about an hour. Just leave it at pressure for an hour. It's on full bore at the moment, so we'll have a look in a little while and make sure, double check them again. But so far so good. Yeah, excellent. As I said, these press fit joints are brilliant, and around here, which I'm really happy about, is the manifold is bone dry. We have a little water dripping here just from that joint there, but again, I'm not interested in these. I'm interested in the actual joints because they're just temporary. I think that one's just dripping there as well, but that's fine. It's here. All this here is dry. Yeah, it's all dry, which is great. And this manifold, as this would have been an absolute pain in the neck. So we now know that the hot and cold water, where I'm going to cover them, are fine. So we can get that cemented in, ready for this wall to have a base coat put on it, which would be nice to get rid of these terracotta blocks. I'm doing stuff. Okay, this is all ready. The next stage will be to shutter it in but I'm going to leave that right now because I'm going to go and build some interior walls. I don't know if I've explained what we're doing here. It's self-explanatory. Showering it up, pouring concrete. Get the levels on the top perfect, and then this whole wall will be clad as in over there, and it will also have pillars similar to over there. And then from here, this is the steps going down to the lower part of the land, and we shall obviously I won't shutter that one in just yet until we started building down there, but once we've got the digger we can dig this out and start prepping that. Now we've got a hive of activity going on today because we've got some rendering going on. I've got a friend of mine here, Kevin, who's doing a little bit of rendering, which I'll show you when it's finished. Oh no. It's very, very windy today. Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. That wind must have been incredibly strong because that thing weighs a ton. Oh, damn it. We're not using that door. We are ultimately somewhere else, but Kevin,
Yes.
you remember when we heard a crash? Right, wall building time. I think once I have the first course set, then I'll put the insulation in place, and it's easier just to go up because it's, yeah, I'm literally going against it. Even a tiny little gap for circulation. Been a bit of a day today. Had to go off and get a load of materials, and the truck is loaded up with some wood from over there where the trees fell down, and we cut some down from the storm and stuff. Right, this is, as I've said, ready to rock and roll, but we have had a bit of production through here. This wall is rendered, looking mighty fine. Yeah, very nice. It's good to see that, cover up that wall, change of scenery, makes you feel like you're getting somewhere. And then just I quickly laid some tiles here, some blocks. We'll let that set, and then I can just whoop straight up, rocking and rolling. So good to get that started. It's the end of the day now. I'm going to do this wall next. Going to get this rendered. That'll be next week sometime. And yeah, it's funny a week because we've had a lot of problems that didn't go to plan. So we had a wall built down here, and yeah, I had to tell them to take it down because it was crooked and not in the right county, so a little bit of a setback. Never mind. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna. I'll build that wall, start that wall next week. Yeah, setbacks, but it is what it is, and we just have to deal with it. Right, I'm going home, see Christina and the puppies. Okay, I'm in the ensuite, number 1, and I've just noticed a little problem here. This lintel, this viga was poured, rebar and everything in there, and as you can see, I can see daylight, which I'm not quite sure why it wasn't poured to the full height, but I now need to fix that little problem. Okay, now we've got a bigger gap, and I can feel that, and then get this filled up. Okay, it's a beautiful day today, the sun is shining. Yesterday was brass monkeys. I've had Ismail, our labourer, he has dug out a trench here for a water disposal, and he's round the other side digging another trench. Let's just get around this, done a nice job here. And he's around here digging a trench, so he's busy doing that. And we've got Kevin, who is in here at the moment. Rendering this wall. He was in here, but he's rendering this wall, and I'm about to continue doing this wall. So yeah, it's all go today, productive day. If I can get in there. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm using the laser line to go along this top line, because I know this is a consistent size and the top of these are uneven, so when you put the level on top you get a little bit of wavy, but just to guide me I'm using that as my mark over there. Yeah, seems to be working so far. If I check it, level is level. Good. Right, continue. Okay, that's the insulation up. Now, I was using blue insulation next door, but this is the leftovers from the underfloor heating insulation that got destroyed and blew away. So we're using it in the wall, and it's actually really good because it's got a cover on it, blah 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 blah, and it's very good. Come back to that next week. Through here we have the WC, and it's looking beautiful. This wall is looking beautiful behind me. This one we will continue next week and get over the window, and that'll be done. In here we've got this wall rendered. Now we've put just a skim coat on here just to cover up the bad wall, just so bits aren't falling off it. We don't need to make that perfect because it's going to have a row of bricks put there. Around here, not actually sure what I've shown you, so we'll see. Around here we've got this part of the wall rendered. We've got to work out what we're doing here because we might have to cut these bricks off and do something. I'm not sure why it was done like that, but it's not a problem. We can fix problems. Don't like fixing problems, but that's going backwards, but it doesn't matter, we can sort it out. Over here we've started digging this out for the steps that are going up here, very similar to the ones over there, going up there, and we'll do something here. What am I saying? Here, yeah, that's done. That's almost ready now for us to get the flooring or the subfloor down in there. And around here, now I know I've shown you around here, but I'll show you quickly. We dug a trench here for water off the roof and other things, which we will discuss at a later date. And then around here, this footings have been dug. Now we've gone up to here. Originally we were going to take the patio all the way to the edge here of the cisterna, which you can just see there. Let's see if I'm pointing at it there. But we stopped it here because we might dig this out to lower it, because you don't need a huge patio area, and if we lower it, it means these trees can stay. But I've got to think about that because I don't want to interfere with the cisterna, the water tank over there somewhere. Right, now the reason we're digging a trench here is because we're going to build a wall and pour concrete around the back of it just to stabilise this building, and because of this crappy dappy bit here, as I think I've mentioned, we're going to build a wall up to this high and then do some work on the inside. It's all to support this building to make sure we don't get any problems in the future. So it's been a busy week. I'm going home, and see you next week.